SmackDown start off with Division. They end up, you have Paul Heyman. He's cutting a promo. He's basically hyping up every single member of the Division, every member he has out there, hyping up Bronson Reed, hyping up, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul. Then you get the Usos. They come out. Usos comes out, basically mentioning War Games, and Paul Heyman basically alludes to how they have the numbers advantage and that they're about to get jumped. Usos are feeling confident because they didn't come alone. Cody Rhodes theme music hit, and I was just like, okay, we're about to get the predictable outcome of them brawling. The baby faces are gonna stand tall, but then but Cody does not come out, and it ends up being revealed that Drew McIntyre takes out Cody Rhodes in his own bus, which I thought was a nice change up because I thought that we was just gonna get the predictable outcome of the War Games team brawl, and then one stands tall with most likely the babyface standing tall. But Drew McIntyre ends up taking out Cody Rhodes before they can even get the chance, which I did enjoy. I did like that. So I did like the change. I did like the change because typically WWE can get a bit repetitive at times. So I did like that they changed it up a bit. And then of course, due to the attack of Cody Rhodes, this does lead to some shenanigans later in the show due to Bronson Reed and Carmelo Hayes and their match last time is now tournament. And then Cody Rhodes ended up cutting an amazing, really short promo after that match as well, which I really enjoyed. But this was a solid way to open the show. Nothing too major. They didn't do too much, which I did enjoy because I'm like, you don't really need to do too much with these War Games matches. Plus, you have two more episodes with Raw and SmackDown next week, so you still have time to build. But plus, I didn't feel like they need to do too much on this episode of SmackDown, so I really enjoyed it. Afterwards, we end up getting Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough, Open Challenge, US Open Challenge. Really good match. Really enjoyed it. JD McDonough is really good. I really enjoyed JD McDonough. I actually kind of wish he was a single star at times because JD McDonough is really good in the ring, and I actually think he could have a really good character because I don't think he's bad on the microphone or anything. I think he's an overall solid performer. I just think that the Judgment Day thing kind of holds him down because they just treat him like a jobber. Now, I'm not saying he should be in the main event scene, but I think he could be a okay to decent mid-card wrestler if he ever gets the chance to actually showcase on a consistent basis. I like JD McDonough, to be honest with you. He's one of the things I actually like in the Judgment Day, to be honest with you, because everything else I really don't enjoy it outside of him and Roxanne Perez and Raquel to a degree. But everything else, Dominic, I do like him as a character. I'm just sick of the whole Finn Balor, Dominic thing and all that. But I like JD McDonough, and he's been doing some really great work. Ilya Dragunov picks up the victory, of course. Makes sense. He retains. Interested to see where they're going to continue to go with this. But nonetheless, really, really good, enjoyable match. We get Bronson Reed versus Carmelo Hayes. Last time is now tournament match. This was a really good match. You get the Vision, they come out, they end up doing some shenanigans a bit, but then you get the Usos comes out, and then we get Cody Rhodes eventually coming out to help Carmelo Hayes pick up the victory. We end up getting Cody Rhodes hitting a crossroads while the ref was distracted. I think he was distracted by Paul Heyman, if I'm not mistaken. Gets distracted, hits a crossroads, puts Carmelo Hayes back in the ring, and the ref counts Bronson Reed out. I like this because I was afraid that Bronson was going to pick up the victory because when it comes to this last time is now tournament, I want a young star to win this tournament. Either a very young star or a veteran that can actually somewhat benefit that could give a good moment to Cena. I do not want Gunther to win. I love Gunther. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but bro, no, he does not benefit at all. Like he doesn't benefit at all from this. Like it just makes no sense for him to win. But I love that Melo wins. Now, I don't think he's winning next week. I think he's going to lose, which I think will be very unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm praying that Melo beats Gunther next week, but I just highly doubt. And this was a good way to protect Bronson Reed. He lost due to interferences, and this helps the War Games build. Then afterwards, you get Cody cutting an amazing promo of him. He ends up basically sending shots at each member of the War Games teams. He ended up mentioning Drew McIntyre, ends up mentioning that he don't want their issues to be done. He ends up mentioning Braun Breaker, ends up saying that a Steiner has never been better than a Rhodes. He ends up mentioning Brock Lesnar, how he's beaten Brock Lesnar twice, and he alludes to Paul Heyman, ends up saying that you build up these factions only for me to take them all down. This was great. I really enjoyed this. Now, I'm still praying that Melo wins next week, but I'm going to be realistic. He's probably going to lose. Now, also, it is unfortunate Sheamus has suffered an injury, so one of the other options I actually wanted to win are not in the tournament no more. So, yeah, it looks like Gunther is clearly going to win this tournament because outside of him and Melo, who's going to lose next week, there's no one else that makes sense in this tournament because I think the brackets are like Solo first, and I already forgot. I know Solo, Rusev are still in this. LA Knight is in this as well. He has a mystery opponent. And then yeah, that's really it. Like there's another person I'm forgetting, but for the Penta's in it and what yeah, there's yeah, it's very obvious that Gunther is winning unless that mystery opponent is someone special, then it looks like it's gonna be very obviously it's gonna be Gunther. So we'll see how it all plays out, but I'm very interested. Afterwards, we end up getting a really good tag team match between DIY, Fraction. Really good match. These guys should be wrestling more on weekly television. We end up getting towards the end. Candice LeRae interferes in the match, pulls the mask of Axiom. This allows Johnny Gargano to pick up the victory due to Axiom covering his face, which I did really enjoy. I'm assuming this is going to continue the rivalry due to, pulling off someone's mask is really a big deal. So I'm assuming this is definitely going to continue the rivalry, which I'm actually looking forward to because this builds up the tag team division. Don't know what the Wyatt Six are doing. Where are they at? They haven't been on TV at all. Why haven't we got the payoff of the Street Profits? Where is that going? Is there an injury that we don't know about? What is going on? You built up that story for months just for it not to be a payoff. Like, I don't understand. Are they turning heel? Are they not a tag team anymore? What is going on? We never got the payoff. This like, don't tell me this is about to be an Austin Theory, Grayson Waller thing all over again. Like, I don't understand. But we'll see how this plays out. But I'm enjoying it so far. And plus, they put on great matches. They put them two in the ring, they're gonna make magic. So we'll see how this plays out. Now we're gonna get to the main event. I'm not even gonna mention the Penta and Finn Balor match. We know Penta was going to win that match. Finn Balor is a certified loser. I'm not gonna go that in depth. The match was fine, but I just didn't care for it mainly because Penta has been feuding with the Judgment Day for a while now. So I really just didn't care for it. Now, I don't think Finn Balor and Penta have had many one-on-one matches. I know they had multi-man matches. I can't remember having one-on-one matches, but I just didn't care. But we get the main event. You get the Women's War Games team. They revealed their fifth member is AJ Lee. You get the heels attack the baby faces. AJ Lee tries to help, but then you get Becky Lynch attacking AJ Lee, aligning herself with the heel War Games team. I like it. This is cool. We all knew AJ Lee was going to be the fifth member. This allowed Becky Lynch to be fifth member. We already knew that was going to happen. Now also there was a backstage segment where Charlotte and Rhea, they talk things out, settle the differences, so now they're on the same page. One thing I do want to mention, are they going to do the same thing with Nia Jax and Becky Lynch? Because I do like that they tackle the past, because sometimes WWE and AEW does this where they just forget the past history, and just skip over all that and just have them just be cool. I like that they mentioned the past because it would have been very weird if Charlotte and Rhea Ripley would just be friends all of a sudden. I am hoping that they do the same with Becky Lynch and Nia Jax because it would be fucking weird if Nia Jax and Becky Lynch are just friends or just cool. I'm not saying they gotta be buddy, but they should have something similar to Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm not expecting to have this crazy vignette segment that they had with Charlotte and Rhea, but they should have some type of segment acknowledging their issues and realize that they need to come together to face the babyface team. But nonetheless, I did enjoy it. War Games is shaping up to be quite nice. I do like how they put the pieces together. Am I excited for War Games? I'm mixed on it. I like the people in it. Like, I love Becky Lynch. I love CM Punk. I love Cody. I love all the women. But we all know the outcome of this match, right? We know the babyfaces are winning, which is my only concern. Because babyfaces always win War Games when the heels should be winning War Games every single year. We'll see how it all plays out. Overall, SmackDown, it was a okay show. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just fine. But you guys let me know your overall thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, that's it.